Hey guys, and welcome to a Tarkov looting guide. For this I'm going to show you the most optimal way to loot resort to make the most money in my opinion. This isn't the best way to loot for guns and whatnot, just to get straight up cash and valuable items. So we're going to start off on the east side. First of all, we're going to go head up to 310. Now inside 310 there is a duffel bag as well as two tables that can spawn a high value loot. Bitcoins, in this sense a golden cock and a clock, as well as the duffel bags can get some decent loot as well. If we continue through, you got this weapon case out on the balcony, which is actually pretty good for getting AS Vals and those kind of miscellaneous guns just to fill up your two weapon slots. Next we're going to go hit 316. Inside 316 you got two weapon boxes as well as a med case out there. You can sometimes get a SV98 spawn here as well as a load of attachments for your guns. Now further down, just to do a quick check inside the 321, which is basically the marked room, you got sometimes under here you can get bitcoins and whatnot. Basically the textures are slightly off the ground compared to how normally textures are, so there's been times when I found bitcoins underneath the little bits of blood on the ground. So yeah, just keep an eye out for that one. And then if we push down to the end, both of these rooms are accessible, so if you got the 328 key or if you got the storeroom key for the health resort, which tends to be cheaper, funny enough. Go in here, sometimes you can get golden chains next to the hairbrush as well as money. Inside this room, graphics cards and everything next to the computer, a load of attachments as usual, and sometimes you can get euros along here, which is definitely pretty good. Now once you looted this, if you head downstairs and follow it to your right, you got two rooms that are connected, which is the 226 and the 222. If you head through here, once you enter this room, you got PC parts and miscellaneous items on your left, as well as this box can get high value loot like lines and bitcoins and whatnot. You can sometimes get an MP5 spawn on here. Got a nade box and a weapon box, as well as a weapons cabinet here. Sometimes you can get RSASs, BSSs and SV98s on the bed, as well as pretty decent loot inside here. Sometimes you get those ophthalmoscopes, or however you call them, and then another weapons case right there. So once you looted this room, if you head down here, next to this weapons case you got the 218 room. You can get yourselves a red keycard spawn next to the laptop just here. That'll be an easy 25 mil if you happen to come across it. Now if we continue the entire way down here, go on top, go left, and you got the 308 room and the 306. They are both connected. So once you head in, there are 4 computers on the right side here that you can get USB sticks. They're not really worth that much in this wipe, which is quite funny. As last one they were like freaking half a mil, 600k. Get some wonderful gold chains here. There is a DVL spawn here. Weapon box here. If you're on the task, you've got your motor controller inside that box. In here, weapons rack, med case, and you can get an AK spawn on there as well as over here somewhere. And then once you finish this is always a pain. Once you finish looting this room, follow it to the left. Sometimes you can get an AK-74 spawn here. Drop down this hole. So you've got another 2 rooms that are connected, 206 and 205. Once you enter this room, you got miscellaneous loot, so like horses and whatnot here. You got a weapons case, another one here, as well as med spawns on here. And you can sometimes get a science AKSU sitting on top of this box. You got a weapons case through here. You got a med box there, as well as this drawer. Sometimes you can get dollars and whatnot. And then up here is quite high valuable loot. So far this is how I would loot the east wing in quite a quick time. But next what you would do, so this is now for west side. What you want to do basically is drop through this glass here. And just here next to the ambulance door, you can get the blue keycard spawn. Next what I like to do is actually shoot out this window. Push through, go straight downstairs and go see if the red keycard spawns. Like I said, easy 25 mil. Sits inside that cabinet there. As it is not there, next priority is the blue key card, because they can go for around about, I think it's a 2 mil. So this is the 112. This key is actually quite a lot. It does actually spawn just down there in the bus depot, but where these dollars are, that's where the key card spawns. You continue pushing down. At this point, if you did spawn on the east side, you might end up getting a few contacts. It matters how fast you are. You can use stims so you get unlimited stamina and whatnot. So next is the 104, and the key card spawns on the desk, on this desk right here. So now what we want to do is head upstairs, and because the red key card is so important, what you want to do is try and get it first. So 3 rooms are connected here. You got the 222, the 221, and the 218. We need to get into the 218, but I don't have that key. We got the 221 key. So once you enter this room, let's just pretend we come through the 218 key. So you enter this room, you got an RSAS spawn as well as a ASVAL spawn there. On top of this water barrel, this is where the red keycard spawns. You got 2 weapon lockers there. Money can spawn on the side here. Inside this room, you got mez that spawn here, as well as up here. You got this weapons case, and you got money that can spawn on this table, as well as an M4 spawn right here. I think it'd also be an M1A. Inside here, you got a few SV98 spawns, which is on this bed. You got money as well in a med case and a duffel bag. So once you loot this side, bear in mind to always watch both directions just in case. So you got the 220 room. This is one of the high value rooms as well, because over in this corner you can get high value loot. So as you can see here, this is the sheriff badge. Got a weapons case, another one, as well as a miscellaneous area. Usually it's like meds and whatnot up here. Pushing through to 219. This is an okay room. If you don't have to buy the key, I wouldn't recommend it really. You get armor and whatnot spawn up here, meds right there. Sometimes you can get an AK right here. You've got ammo boxes as well as an ammo crate. And if you continue pushing down to 216, you're going to need this key for a task as well, so it's definitely recommended to get this key. You got miscellaneous item spawn here, so like graphic cards and whatnot. You can get an M4 spawn here, as well as 2 weapon boxes, 2 nade boxes. Actually, I think this is an ammo box. I don't think this is an A box. Oh no, it is an A box. And then you can get medication that spawns up here as well. So then what you're going to do is push all the way along, up these stairs to the right, and then you got the 306. So this is just a room that you're going to need for a task, so I wouldn't be surprised if you have this key. But this is pretty good for a M4 spawn here, as well as this guy does have quite a bit of money surrounding him usually. And then finally you got the 301. Now this has got quite a variety of loot. At the start of here you can get anything from like toolkits to ophthalmoscopes, or a screwdriver in this case. Push through, you can get an SV98 spawn on the bed, ammo box, gun box here, as well as miscellaneous items. I've had it where I've got a few ophthalmoscopes here, and then you got 2 PCs. So this is basically the looting guide that I would say that makes you the most money. You can do this quite quickly. If you're looking for certain items, then this is definitely the way to go in the sense of making money. This isn't really a run that gets you a lot of, how can I say, guns and whatnot. It's just more of like loose change kind of items like bitcoins or Rolexes, that kind of stuff. So hopefully you guys found this guide useful. It was quite quick. All of the key cards, all of the keys will be up at the top right corner with the iCard. All you got to do is click it when the door comes up. Hopefully you guys found this guide useful, and I'll see you in the next video.